It's December 29th this evening, and I'm hunting with my dad. Hopefully we can get it done tonight. We've already seen our target buck, which wasn't a good deal. He was actually bedded. We hunted him several times on the north end of our farm on a small little food plot. And so Dad had a good shot. He squeezed it off, and I looked back at the footage and we couldn't figure out why he'd missed. He's pretty deadly with it, and he actually hit a branch. You can see a branch moving when he pulled the trigger. So well, it's January 2nd today, and Dad and I decided to come in for a quick hunt right after work at the farm. We know Magnet's been in the area. We actually seen him walking in a few days ago. You know, hopefully out of the mature bucks on the farm, hopefully one of them decide to show up tonight, and we'll get it done. So all we can do is hope. Well, it's January 9th, bottom of the 9th here for us. This is Dad's last night to hunt. We have a major cold front that came in. And I say major, you know, and it's you know, still pretty warm for this time of year, but we at least have it down to 26 degrees right now. We got plenty of time left, already deer moving, so just need the right buck to show up. Another one. There's a buck. That might be a shooter. Oh yeah, definite shooter. It's that drop tine buck, Dad. Just a small buck, but that's that drop tine buck. The really old one. Yes. So let's just let him get. There's another one. I'm pretty sure that deer's mature too. It's at the fence. I'm pretty sure he's mature, but the other one's way bigger. Well, it's been an eventful night, that's for sure. We have two shooters in the field. One is a stud. It's exciting. We got a mature buck at 90 yards probably. We just got to get him to turn broadside, so we got plenty of time. Just need to wait for everything to get right and make the shot. Let's do it. Okay, here we go. Just 1 second. Ready? Just kidding. No, not yet. Okay, here's your opportunity. Let him stop. Okay, I'm ready. Oh no. The stock's clear. Okay. You ready?
Hang on. You ready?
Yep. Let him stop.
You ready?
Yep. Smoked him. Absolutely smoked him. Oh my gosh, congrats, Dad. Oh, yes.
We got him.
Good job. Yes. Well, that could not have worked out any better. We've been hunting here quite a bit, and it just wasn't happening. The weather was just not cooperating. And I told Dad, you know, if it's going to happen, it's going to be tonight, because we had such a major weather front, and that pressure got to 30.5, and it's the coldest weather we've had in over 2 weeks. He read the script, came out perfect, beautiful footage, and you made that shot count. You absolutely smoked him.
The blind set up perfect for the
Yes.
shot here, because it's perfect.
Yeah. Oh, these gillies are some of my favorite blinds. I love these things because you can close up whatever windows you want, and it really conceals the light. There's not much light that comes in here. You can have deer insanely close, and they don't even pay attention to you.
And the mobility of it, you can move it.
Yeah, exactly. But Taylor and I moved this blind in here, and it just paid off in a big way, because we wouldn't have been able to hunt here without having 2 different options.
That's true.
Because normally we just have the one blind, and we had this one. We decided to move it in, and it just paid off big for you. Oh man,
There's deer going down that ridge over there.
yeah. They don't want to leave the food.
They're going to have to, because we're going to go get our hands on this
Yes,
deer.
we are. Let's go.
I want to see it in the light. We just climbed out of the blind. We're going to go over here, get a tag on this deer, and admire him for a little while.
Let's go.
First muzzleloader buck for me. And here he is. My first ever muzzleloader buck.
Congrats.
Got a little drop here.
Well, we got some lights and got them propped up for a better look, and I just can't talk enough about how fun tonight was. You know, Dad and I get together and hunt a lot during turkey season, but Dad's always had kind of a black cloud following around for deer hunting, and and I can't thank him enough for introducing me to the outdoors at such an early age, and you know, the love for it grew because of him taking me, and having the encounters with Magnet, having the encounters with the Louisiana, and then there's a couple other management bucks on the farm. This was definitely the last buck that I expected to step out, but when he did, we were pumped, to say the least. You know, we had a blast the entire season, and it almost made this deer more rewarding that we had to work our tail off to kill him. You know, it was several hunts, and we're like, you know, it may not happen, but if it does, it'll be awesome. But we didn't care either way. It was awesome to just sit in a blind, and nonetheless, an exceptional way to cap off the 2018-2019 season. And I couldn't be more happy for you, and that was one heck of a shot.
Thank you.
Well, it's May 16th. Caleb and I are down on the farm, and we just finished up our 1 acre corn plot. We're just 2 average guys that don't know a whole lot about planting corn, but with the use of friends and their equipment, we were able to get 1 acre of corn in during this last week, and we're hoping that this plot proves to be fruitful come late November into the late season as well. Well, it's January 9th, the day before the late season ends, and I'm heading down to the farm and going to be hunting with the corn that we planted earlier in the spring. I've had 2 sits here and had quite a few deer come out during those times, but it's really been fun and rewarding to see all the work that you put in the spring, and then be able to see, you know, wildlife using the product that you put in, the seeds that you sowed. And we'll see what this afternoon brings. Super high pressure, 30.4, 30.5, somewhere in there. So we'll see if we can hit something here tonight.
Well, made it into the blind. It wasn't without scaring 3 deer off the plot. It's about 3:40, and January 9th. It's been a really, really warm late season. Today it's dropped into the low 20s. Actually, it was probably right around that 15 degrees and just kind of kicked up into the low 20s. About a 15 to 20 mile an hour wind, and real feel around 6, 7, 8 degrees. So if they don't come out tonight, this is pretty much the last go around here. I won't be able to get out tomorrow for sure with school, but we're just going to sit back and enjoy the night and just enjoy being out in creation. So we'll see what happens. Shooter. Holy smokes. Oh my goodness. Whew. Can you believe that? Bottom of the ninth. Bases loaded. Big 9 comes out. 18, 20 deer on the food plot. Man, he was a good deer. He was pushing all the other deer around before he came out. Holy cow, I can't believe it. Man, deer started coming off the plot. They started coming off the plot right away. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. Holy cow. I'm going to kind of gather my things and just kind of see what happens here and check the blood out and kind of go from there. So, wow, holy cow, what a fun hunt. There's first blood. Oh, there he is. There he is.
Wow, what a fun hunt last night. It doesn't just start with a cold front on January 9th. It started back in the spring when a couple of new guys and Caleb and myself had no clue what we were doing and putting in a corn plot, but we knew we needed to switch up from beans to corn, and then we borrowed a 2-row planter and ended up putting the corn into the ground that way. And then I had to buy some herbicide to make sure that the weeds didn't come up and overtake the corn, and again needed help from a neighbor of mine who worked at a local kind of farmers co-op type of deal, and so he helped me out, and lo and behold, we fenced it in and we had some corn that grew. So every day was in the 30s and 40s this late season, no snow. And so lo and behold, January 9th, 8th and 9th, the wind really picked up on the 8th, and it dropped down into the single digits and even below zero overnight. I just knew that when he stepped out of the timber, this is a deer I wanted to take, and especially after all that hard work that we put in. So thank the good Lord for this harvest, for a great season, and I hope that you learned something over the course of this year of following our seasons and through watching Midwest Whitetail. So thanks for watching, everybody.
I thought our last episode was going to be the final hunting episode of the season, but the cold front that we had that came through towards the end of last week really kicked things back into gear and gave us the action that we were able to bring you on this week's episode. Unless something comes in that we didn't expect, next week's episode is going to be the final one for the 2019 season. We're going to bring you highlights from the ATA show and then also reflect back over the entire 2019 season. Well, I appreciate you joining us. We'll see you right back here again next week for the next episode of Midwest Whitetail, and remember to always dream big.